It's targeted at civilians and those fighting for freedom.
And they know that we are here. That's why they try to scare us.
It is some sort of terrorist attack.
David Menzies for Rebel News here in Thornhill, Ontario. And folks, I'm here to report on what looks to be like an act of terrorism. You see, I'm standing outside the Salar Plus Boxing Club, and this boxing club is operated by Salar Gholami. He is a prominent Iranian activist. He's very much involved in organizing protests, and it's Sunday afternoon. I can tell you, a few hours ago, around 3 a.m. to be precise, some thug, or thugs plural, came here and shot up the boxing club 17 bullets.
Hello, I'm Salar Gholami. I'm boxing champion. I have a gym, Sullivan Boxing, exactly on the Young and Steels. But unfortunately, last night, the terroristic group attacked us because we had the party and celebrate because situation in the Iran.
As you can see, the window is shattered. People here are busy making repairs. There's no casualties, no one was wounded, but that's not the point, is it? The point is, this is about people who supposedly, and I know it's still under investigation, support the murderous Islamo-fascist regime in Iran. They're not pro-democracy, they're not pro-civilization. That is part of the lunatic fringe that we have in Canada. They're taking out their frustrations by shooting up a boxing club, much like the pro-Hamas people, presumably, who shot up that Jewish school in Toronto, not very far away from here, 3 times in less than 2 years. In any event, we're going to go into the club. We're going to try to see what the people here feel about this atrocious and vulgar act. And hopefully, in the days ahead, we'll get some answers as to who was responsible for, like I said, an apparent act of terrorism.
Yesterday, we had a marching on the street, as you know, on the Young and 16 to the north. So we was celebrating here all that. After, like the guys, they left from here around 2:30, 3 o'clock, they came by 16 shoot. They broke all the window, as you see there, and thanks to God, no one was here. The police they came here, they took a picture, they show us like how many shot it was on all the glass. They are checking, I think, the other camera around here to check, like if they can find the plate for the cars, the vehicle, all that. So we won't know nothing yet.
And there was something like, I understand, 17 bullets?
17, yeah, it was 17 bullets.
This Sullivan Club is the center of planning and organizing events. And Salar Gholami, the boxing champion, now is also a champion for everyone, freedom champion, fighting for us, now under attack. This club is under attack because there are so many volunteers, hundreds of volunteers gather here, plan and organize for protests. And the people who did this terrorist attack already know what's happening here.
Who do you think did this?
Well, who come to this club? Those freedom-loving Iranian Canadians. Yeah. Who owns this club? Salar Gholami.
Yes.
Someone who is the head of organizing and planning a committee for protests in Canada against the Islamic Republic of Iran. Yes. So the answer is clear.
Yes.
Those don't like these kind of people.
To me, this meets the benchmark of an act of terrorism. What do you say?
Of course, it's a kind of the terrorist here. Yeah, of course, it was like that. But I don't know. Like there's something inside my heart. It says they scared to win. Again, every day more than 40, 50 people they are working here, right? They stop, no one here, and then they shoot. That's what they try to scare us, right? And that was the kind of the terrorist attack.
I've heard there's something like 700 IRGC agents in Canada right now. How do they even get into the country?
I would say it's even more than that, because 700 is based on some investigation happened after the death of Mahsa Amini in 2022. Okay. But it's way more than that. We just announced that we are working, investigating on identifying the foreign agents in Canada, and people still sending emails, sending names. We gathered a lot of names, and there are also over 500 Hamas agents operate here. Imagine how many terrorists live in Canada.
We have some people, they support IRGC terrorists.
Yes.
Right? So they help them, they report them like what we are doing here. As you see here, all here, the window, it's like the people, they can see what we are doing here.
It's been a long time that we're talking to politicians, those in power responsible, but it seems like they're not taking this serious. We are really feeling unsafe here. IRGC targeted me in Canada. The agent of regime came to my office. FBI and RCMP are aware of that, and FBI confirmed that the person came to my office was the agent of Islamic high-profile operative in Canada, and I don't know why RCMP is not investigating that.
When the Ukrainian airline flight was shot down in 2020, it took Canada 5 years to recognize the IRGC as a terrorist group. You had, until very recently, a MP for Richmond Hill South, Majid Johari, who was pro-regime. So given that background, is there some blame to go to the federal Liberals for the environment here?
Well, look, from day one we said the Islamic Republic intentionally and in a terrorist attack brought down the airplane, PS-75 to plane. Yes. No one believed us. We took this case to court, and with the help of the senior lawyer Mark Arnold, we were able to get this court judgment from Ontario Superior Court that the taking down the plane was intentional and the terrorist criminal act. Yes. And then we took this case to government and told them that there is a court case in Canada. There is a Canadian court case. Take this serious and do something. The government never took this court case serious.
We know of one Toronto Jewish school. It has been shot up 3 times in less than 2 years. And we suspect that's the pro-Hamas people. And the connection, of course, is the Iranian regime funds terrorist groups like Hamas and Hezbollah and the Houthis. So again, to me, it's chilling that domestically we have people in Canada that support this.
So as a Iranian Christian, I saw sometimes when I talk about the Jesus, all that things, some people like the support the Hezbollah, Iran, all that, they got mad, aggressive. Why you are doing that? Why do you trying to kill the people? Sometimes we try to talk with them. They look aggressive. Still, we try to talk nice with them, all that, but we can't talk nice with them. And we can't say nothing. Actually, personality, I don't want to even face to face with them because I saw what they did in my country.
Yes.
47 years, and still they are killing a lot of people on the street.
Are you worried that this is maybe just the beginning of a horrible trend that they're going to lash out in a deadly way?
Well, you mentioned sleeper cells. This is also mentioned by CCs already.
Yes.
So the government already know that there are sleeper cells here. There are agents here. So it's not hidden, right? Khamenei has thousands of followers around the world, especially in Toronto. I was passing by Bayview Street yesterday after the Toronto march, and I saw that people going inside the mosque in Bayview.
Oh, I know the one you're speaking of, yes.
Yeah, and they are going to hold an event for Ali Khamenei. It's very scary.
Say, folks, on the way down here, I was monitoring news radio stations to see what the coverage of this was like, and guess what? I didn't hear anything. That is despicable. Rebel News loves to bring you the other side of the story, but we need your help. Can you do me a favor? Can you go to rebelfieldreports.com? That's rebelfieldreports.com. And if you're able to, kindly make a donation.